Is love in the air, or is your relationship on the verge of destruction? Let's talk about it. Sit back,
relax,
and enjoy your favorite cocktail as we discuss relationships, dating,
sex,
and love. Love on the rocks, that is.
Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks.
All right, welcome to Love on the Rocks. It is Roger the Wild Child. Great to have you guys with us today. We are live, and I forgot how to share things on Facebook while I'm trying
I
to.
noticed. I sat here. I was waiting.
I was like, okay, so we got to share the episode, so everybody get in, and if you guys just tap the share button, and let's go ahead and share the live feed. It's been a while since we've done this show.
It's been a minute. It's been.
It really has.
It has.
And I'm just like, wow. Okay.
We're back.
So we are doing this, huh?
We are doing this.
Okay. So give me 2 seconds here. I'm just trying to get everything shared over.
Refreshing, waiting on that link.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we got a great show lined for us today. We got a new relationship influencer that is actually going to be joining us. So this is going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited to have her on.
Oh yeah, me too. So, did you get the link to share?
No, not yet.
Just pull it off the page. Just pull it off the page.
That's what I keep refreshing, and it's not showing up.
This is weird. Normally, it doesn't. It allows me to do this. Here we go. Go back into your comment. Go into your comments on the link on the page, and then you can share it. So
Okay, I got it.
All right. So you got it? Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I got it.
All right, cool. Awesome. Well, a little technical fun stuff. Just to get the ball rolling here. So welcome to Love on the Rocks, Roger the Wild Child, along with Meg.
Meg
is here. So yeah, we took a break and we're back and we're full blown ready to go and got some great new topics to discuss. We're going to bring in some new relationship influencers to be a part of the show. And then of course, as always, you guys jump on in the chat and give us your feedback. Okay.
Yeah, we want all the feedback.
All the feedback. We want to know everything.
Everything.
Okay? You got it. So let us know. We're going to bring on our relationship influencer for this week. She's coming from Oklahoma. Please welcome Shay to the show. Hello, Shay.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, how are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Today I'm good.
Yeah.
Today's a good day for you.
Today is a good day for me.
So tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, and why you are just as dysfunctional in relationships as Megan and I are.
I wouldn't say we were dysfunctional, y'all.
I'm totally fucking dysfunctional. 100% dysfunctional.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I was with the same man for almost 17 years, and he passed away in a car accident. And after that, I have just, it's been crazy. It's been crazy.
Oh my God.
I've been dysfunctional dating for the past 4.5 years because I don't know. I just don't know how to go back to,
Is that how long it's been? 4.5 years?
It has been.
Okay. I applaud you for even wanting to date.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I could do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What was it like going on your first date? I mean, stepping away from the trauma you went through.
It kind of felt it was weird. It kind of felt like I was cheating, you know? It was
Right.
just like
Right.
it was just awkward. It was
I could
very
see that.
awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally see that. That's tough. I'm sorry you went through that.
That's okay.
But when people
It
go
was
through like
difficult.
hardships like that, right? And that loss, I my perception is the person's not going to want you to be unhappy for the rest of your life because they're not around. They're going to want you to move on to your next chapter. It doesn't replace the person that you are or that you love that's not there anymore. It's just another fork in the road that takes you down a different path and shows you a different kind of happiness.
I don't know, because if it was me and the tables were turned, if my significant other ever tried to date someone, I would fucking make his life hell from the other side. 100%.
Hell no, motherfucker.
100%.
But
I
Megan,
would haunt
listen,
him. What?
come on. I mean, if the person that you love
Hey, she's
and
being
you can't
honest.
be there for that person, don't you want that person to be happy and then
No.
find that person?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. I was that happiness. Nope.
Yeah.
I sure don't. I'm just being honest.
Maybe
No.
that's why I'm having hell, y'all.
I would make their life a living hell. I'd slam all the cabinet doors and oh yeah.
I'd be in every gust of
The
wind.
ghost of
Every
Megan
gust of
haunting you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. 100%. So Shay, how's the dating going? Are you currently dating or?
I mean, there's a couple people that I talk to, but I'm not. No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good for right now.
She also has a challenge right now because she has 8 kids.
You have 8 kids?
I do.
What? Biologically?
3 of them biologically. One was a bonus son.
Okay.
One previous.
Right.
And then we adopted 3 nephews and a niece.
That is amazing. That is amazing. I come from a really big family. I've got 14.
Really?
And yeah, so I applaud you. That's awesome. I love that.
You have
I've got
14.
6 kids.
I didn't know, not 14 kids, siblings. I've got 3 boys. Yeah, I've got 3 boys myself. But I've got my boys' baseball teams, which those are all my kids. Those are all my babies.
Oh yeah.
Those are my kids. So I feel like I've got 14
yeah.
constantly. But I wouldn't trade it. No. Are your ages like really spread out?
Right now they are 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16, 19, and 20.
Ooh,
wow.
The hormones are raging in your house.
Apparently.
All the
how many
time.
boys, how many girls?
5 boys, 3 girls.
Wow.
You almost got a baseball team there.
Almost.
You can play a game with 8.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can play a game with 8. That's neat. Never a dull moment.
I got a basketball team and 3 substitutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Roger, you got how many kids do you have, Roger? I can't remember.
6. I have 6 and 5 grandchildren.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 5 or 6.
I couldn't figure out how they keep popping up on my doorstep, but I don't know. Knock, knock,
You have
knock.
no clue.
Hi, Dad. Knock, knock, knock. Hi, Dad. I'm like,
yeah.
What? No, I like
Go home.
All right, guys, we got a great show.
I think you got it wrong.
Yeah.
All right, we got a great show tonight. We're going to kick off a new segment called Viewer Mailbag. And this is where you guys get to write in. But before we get to that, you guys watching the show, jump in the chat, say hello, say hi to us. We'd love to be able to give you a shout out as well. And also, please go ahead and share this podcast, this live stream, or if you're watching a replay, go ahead and share it on your Facebook page. Well, we lost Shay for a second, so we'll just wait for her. I don't know. Maybe she had some connection issues.
Maybe she got a phone call.
Oh, I see you on TV, or seeing you on the on the podcast. All right, either that or her phone died. One of the two.
Oh, does her phone run dead a lot?
I don't know.
Mine?
What happened?
No, there she
Shay?
is. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Oh. She'll make it back on.
She'll be back.
Yes. So we're gonna go to some viewer mailbag here. Go ahead and read this here. This one is coming from Kevin in Albuquerque. And he writes, "Hi, my name is Kevin from Albuquerque, and I was really excited to hear that you guys were coming back. When you posted on Facebook asking for letters from listeners who need relationship advice, I couldn't resist writing to you. Now, I'm in a relationship where I feel like I'm constantly giving my all, but somehow it's never enough. I show up, I listen, I communicate, I try to be supportive and understanding. But when something's wrong, I work on it. When I fall short, I own it. But every time I think I've done better, there's something new I didn't do right. It feels like the goalposts keep moving. And after a while, you start questioning yourself. Am I not trying hard enough? Am I missing something? Or am I just trying to be everything for someone who will always want more? I love her, but I'm exhausted. I don't want to stop caring. I just don't want to lose myself in the process. So my question is, how do you know when you're supposed to keep trying and when trying harder is actually the problem? Thanks for letting listeners be real. I'm hoping your advice helps me and maybe someone else is listening too." And that's from Kevin in Albuquerque.
Oh, Kevin. When you hit that point of exhaustion and you feel like you have exhausted every mean available, despite the love that you've got between the two of you, like, maybe you're just not on the same page. Maybe she's the type, and I hate to say this, but maybe she's the type of girl that is never satisfied, is always looking for the next one up. And if that's the case, that's probably a really toxic situation. I mean, it sounds like he's giving it his all. He's trying everything that he can. He's hitting the goalpost, and this girl's just not happy and just wants more. What can you do?
Right. If you can't be content with your let's just say, with what you have,
right,
where's the happiness there?
Right.
I mean, if you want more,
definitely give and take.
Yeah, it is.
It's definitely give and take.
I'd be curious to know how much she's putting in to the relationship. If she's giving it her all, if she's meeting the mile markers, he sounds completely happy and content. So I guess that might answer it, but I would love to know if she feels the same way, that he, is nothing's ever enough or whatnot.
What's your take on this, Shay?
I think that it is give and take. And if he feels like he's given, and she's taking and taking and taking, he needs to have a conversation with her about that and then go from there. Like his gut will definitely tell him.
Right. I think her response to him approaching her and having a conversation saying, look, this is how I feel. I feel like I'm constantly doing and it's never enough. I want to make you aware. What can we do to better this? I think her response is a tall tale sign and will give him everything that he needs to know.
As long, the way I see it is as long as they're putting at least half the effort back, it's something to build on. But if it's one person doing it and they're not receiving anything back, it's
I think a
one side. It's
relationship
not a
requires
relationship.
100% on each side, even on your worst days. Like, you give absolutely all you can give and you try as hard as you can try. And that, I mean, if there's two people that really love each other and care about one another, they're going to pick up the slack. One person may carry 70% one day. That other person's going to pick up that extra 30% and carry it.
Mm-hmm.
But just to go day to day and only give half the effort, no.
But half the effort is a workable effort, is what I'm saying. Is something that you guys can work on to strengthen it. But if you're putting it all in, you're not getting anything back.
Yeah,
then you need to walk.
That's time
you
to
need
go.
to walk. Yeah,
definitely.
I would fully expect, if I wasn't putting in my all into a relationship, I would fully expect the man to exit stage left.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go. So, Kevin, I hope that answers your question for you. And for all of you who are watching the show, if you like to be able to be a part and get your voice out, get your questions out, we'll give you some advice. You can always message us directly, or you can email us loveontheroxonline@gmail.com, LOVEROX online@gmail.com. So
that's an interesting question. That was a
very
good one.
interesting.
That was a good one.
So let me ask you something, and don't answer it out loud just yet. But are you dating with a purpose, or are you just dating because you don't want to be alone? Because there's a difference. A lot of us say that we want something real, something solid, something meaningful, but our actions sometimes tell a completely different story. So we entertain people we already know don't align with us, but we ignore red flags because the attention feels good. We say, let's just see where it goes, when deep down, we already know where it's not going. Dating with a purpose doesn't mean you're trying to get married next week. It means you're honest, first with yourself, and then with the person sitting across from you. It means you know what season of life you're in. It means you understand what you're available for and what you're not. And here's the uncomfortable truth. When you're not clear on your purpose, you'll accept confusion as connection. Now, tonight, we're going to talk about what it really means to date with intention, the fears that keep us stuck, the habits we don't like to admit we have, and how to stop wasting time, not just with the wrong people, but in the wrong mindset. So ask yourself as we get into this, are you dating with a purpose? Or are you hoping someone else will give you one? So it seems like a plan. Do what, Megan?
I date with a purpose. 100%. Okay. Now, had you have asked me this 5 years ago, or definitely like 20 years ago, no, absolutely not. You couldn't tell my 21-year-old self nothing. Mm-hmm. Nothing. There was no dating with a purpose. Now, as I've grown as a person, as a woman, as a mom, as a friend, I date with purpose. Like, I'm not out there wasting time, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that.
So, Shay, what does dating with a purpose actually mean to you?
Dating with a purpose would be somebody that you're dating for a little while, and you want them to meet the family, you want to eventually get married. I mean, you're dating for with a purpose to be with them forever.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I agree with both of you guys on that matter too. I mean, you have intent to date when you're dating, right? But it's crazy because I'm, in my dating world out there, I'm finding that women are dating not with the purpose that I have in mind, but they're dating more as a hobby.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'll find that girls will go out with this guy for dinner this night, this other guy for dinner another night, and so forth. And they're not looking, they're looking for entertainment purposes. They're not looking to build that real strong connection. Does that make sense to you both?
Yeah.
So thoughts on that, Megan?
I agree.
Shay?
I agree.
Now, can purpose change with age or life stage?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think it can.
What would be a good example of that?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Let me think. Let me think.
Shay, feel free to jump in here.
What was the question?
Can your purpose change with age or a life stage?
Can the purpose of dating change with life or a stage?
With age as you get older? Can your purpose change? Like if you're in your 20s, is your purpose in your 20s different than your purpose in your 40s?
I was with my person when I was 17 until I was 33 and a half. So, I mean, at first we were just dating to kill time. We were just hanging out and didn't really think it was going to go anywhere. And then we really liked each other. And then we got pregnant, or I got pregnant, and we got married after that. And I mean, now that I'm in my late 30s, I mean, dating has gotten different because before I got with him, it was just a waste time. And now that I'm 38, I would only date to be with them for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Megan, thoughts?
God, I just had a lot to say. I feel like it definitely, your purpose changes as you get older, as you grow. My mind keeps going back to like these like 50 or 60-year-old women, and I don't mean to laugh. I'm going to hell. I don't mean to laugh. But
we already know that.
I know. But where they've been married for 30 years and then they decide like they find themselves suddenly out in the dating world again. Like, I would hope, obviously, they're probably dating for purpose. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just like bumping
Maybe they're
uglies.
not.
I
They're
don't
like, man, I've been with one man for 35,
Right.
40 years.
Right. Now that I
Right?
say it out loud, like maybe they're really not.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just out there.
They're like, I've already had the old bull. How about the young calf?
Right. But no, I think the whole purpose changes as you get older, as you grow, as you learn life lessons and you learn who you are and what you want out of life. I think that all has an impact on dating. I mean, at my age, at 41, like no, there's no dating for fun. There's no dating just
Wow, you're getting old.
shut the fuck up. I'll be 42
Love you, Meg.
I'll be 42 next month.
It's all right. I'm 54.
Yeah, you're not far ahead of me.
Okay.
Not that far.
So
yeah.
Okay, go on. Finish
No,
up.
I was just saying, as I've gotten older, I've found that my purpose of dating has drastically changed. I went from it being a good time, occupying my time, just something pretty to look at, to making a life. You know what I mean? Like, my whole purpose has completely changed, and it's only been in the past, probably since Matt, since Matt. After I healed from Matt and Shay, Matt is this really big douche canoe that I up and eloped with after, like, I don't even want to throw myself under the bus and say how short of a time it was, but we were only married for 49 days before we got an emergency annulment. But he, like, ruined my entire life and who I was and made me hit rock bottom. So since him, and since I've, like, healed and grown and moved on from that and the lessons I've learned, my whole dating is completely different. Completely.
So it was like an eye opener.
Very much so. Very much so. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It taught me. Go ahead, Roger.
No, go ahead. Finish up.
I was just saying how much it taught me, even about myself. And it taught me what I want and what I don't want. And that helped change my whole dating perspective and my purpose.
All right, so let's go to Facebook right now. We got Drake Duffy. We all want to date. We all want to date with a purpose, but how the hell do you meet someone anymore? People don't meet organically anymore, and the swipe apps are like clearance racks of people. Now, it's a dumpster fire out here, comfortably numb being single at this point. Thoughts?
He says it so great. Dating apps are literally the clearance rack of the shittiest people on earth.
They are.
Literally.
It really
like
is.
It is a dumpster fire. The dating world is a cesspool. It is disgusting. It really, really is. And I don't know. In my mind, like, I think grocery store aisle, but then I have to remind myself it's not 1990 anymore.
No, we're not grabbing the same tomato anymore.
Right. I don't know. How do people, like, meet these days?
And it's
really don't
as
know.
we're older. It's not like, we're 21 years old. We're going to go to the club and meet somebody, or we're going to the gym. We're going to go and meet somebody there. Now we got, like, kids, we have life, we got work, careers. And it's like, when do you take a time out?
You know what? I know the baseball field. There are so many singles at the baseball field. There really is. There's a lot of single people at the baseball field. At least at my baseball field, like a lot of the coaches, a lot of the moms are either going through a divorce or they've been, they are divorced. I see more single people at the baseball field than I do married people, and that's crazy to me.
That is crazy.
But I don't know where. Howdy, motherfucker. I don't know
where you would wholesomely meet somebody like that either.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to meet somebody at
and
a
it
bar.
not be, like, creepy and feel like a setup.
I would say, like, my instinct, a Georgia tailgate. But that's me. I love Georgia football. If you are ever in Athens and you go to a tailgate, you understand what I'm saying. No, don't listen to that. That actually is a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea. Don't listen to me. That's a bad idea. Don't listen to me. I take that back.
All right. So let's talk about casual dating versus purposeful dating. Is casual dating, ever healthy? When does just seeing where it goes become avoidance? And are people honest about what they really want? And that's a deep question right there, because
I don't think people
honestly, A lot of people don't know what they want.
Right,
A lot of
exactly.
people don't know. Yeah.
And
No.
I think it's not that they're being dishonest about it. I think they genuinely don't know what they want.
They're looking for their dating goals. They're trying to figure it all out while they're
Right.
dating.
Right.
But don't get on a
Right.
dating app if you're not emotionally ready to date. Get yourself figured out first.
And that's
I don't
all
know
that's
how
on
many.
those apps. That's all
I don't
that's
know.
on those apps.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm countless of people I talk to. I mean, like now I got to ask them, "Are you emotionally ready to date?" I go, "Oh, what do you mean?" I'm like, because they tell me they got drama. Oh, I just got out of a bad relationship 3 months ago. Why are you on here? You haven't healed yet. You know, are you looking to cover up your pain,
That's
or are
all it
you
is.
on? Yeah,
They're
yeah,
looking to get up underneath someone else to forget about the other.
and that's not fair to the other person that
No,
they're.
it's not. It's not
No.
fair at
No.
all. It's disgusting.
When you got one person looking for intent and the other one is looking to hide pain, there's
It's-
no there. Yeah,
That's a bomb waiting to go off. That's so much toxicity. It's not going to work. Dating apps, the people on there aren't worth a fuck.
but
They're
casual
really not.
dating is casual dating healthy?
I think it can be, depending on. I think it can be.
It can be if
Maybe.
you're learning and you're open and honest.
Yeah. If you're open and honest and with yourself and that other person, sure, it can be healthy.
So, like, just let the person know that, hey, I'm interested in you, but I am dating other people, and
Right.
if you need to date other people, you have the right to do so. Either you
Right.
set the expectations up front. And so if both people are able to understand that, we're allowed to date each other and date others, it can't be one-sided. You can't set the rules and be like, okay, I could date other people, but you better not date anybody else but me, because that's what Megan would
Right.
say.
No, the
Yeah.
fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. I would not say that. Unless
It
I was
wouldn't?
trying to be unless I was trying to be exclusive with someone.
Yeah.
If you want to go out with Mary Jo down the lane, ow, bitch. If you want to go down with Mary Jo down the lane and bump uglies, that's fine. That's fine. But don't fucking call me anymore. Stupid.
Gotcha. Shay.
You got a cat or something?
I got a squirrel who's off the fucking chain. I got 3 of them, actually. Yeah, mine are Eastern Greys. I got 3 of them, but one of them is mentally retarded and is a shit show. I'm trying to get my computer plugged.
This has been an ongoing battle with Megan.
Yeah, only she's gotten way worse, like, over the past year. I'm not even going to say that. Never mind.
So let's talk about red flags that someone is not dating with purpose.
When they wear white shoes and white sunglasses.
Oh my gosh, Megan.
That's when they're not dating with purpose.
So, like, for example, like avoiding labels or future conversations. Like, are we together? And they're like, no, let's not put a label on it right now. You ever date those kind of people?
I have in my 20s, I did. But as an adult, actually, I feel like it was like that with Rodney a lot of times.
You don't know if you're in a relationship. You don't know if you're friends with benefits.
We didn't know
you
what
don't
the fuck we were doing. We had no clue what we were doing.
But you were doing something.
We were doing something, but you got me beat. I don't know. I still don't fucking know.
Red flags for you?
Red flags for me.
Yeah. Red
Like-
flags that someone is not dating with a purpose. Like, for example, inconsistent communication. They're like
yes,
talking to you for
inconsistent
like
communication for sure.
and then they disappear for a week and they go quiet on you and you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. Ghosting.
That's what it is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing I hate, it's someone who's not man enough to pick up the damn phone and have a conversation and be honest and just say, hey, I'm doing this, or this is how I feel. And they go
right, or I've been in my head the past couple days,
right,
and
right,
you know,
yeah.
Hey, dude, let's just vibe. I mean, come on. I mean, let's just chill and hang out, and see what's up.
And it's always the ones that are like, oh God, I'm really digging you. Let's make plans to do this and this and this, and then they you hear nothing but crickets for 3 days. And then they want to be like, oh, sorry, I was at my aunt's in the middle of.
No, they're out screwing somebody else.
Yeah.
And then when they're done, they come back to you and be like, oh, I'm sorry. I was kind of busy with work. Yeah. Or even fear of commitment's a red flag, when they'll say things like, let's go with the flow,
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Sorry, I had a malfunction.
There we go.
All right, Shay, if you can't hear me, log out and log back in. Can you hear me now, Shay?
She can't hear.
She can't hear?
I can't hear him at all.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I
Oh,
can't hear
okay.
him.
Tell her to log out and log back in.
Log out and log back in.
Okay, so she'll be back.
Yeah.
So yeah. So definitely a lot of red flags to look for, and just kind of be precautious about. I mean,
Yeah. And man, have I learned some red flags in my past.
and the red flags that you didn't think were actually red flags, and you're like, what on earth?
Right. And now looking back, I feel like a complete dumbass because I'm like, what? How was I okay with that and didn't see it as a red flag?
Right.
Like, how? It blows my mind how ignorant.
Right. And the last thing I said was fear of before Shay couldn't hear, but it was like fear of commitment. People are just saying, let's go with the flow. Like they're not serious about it. It's like,
right. They're not serious at all.
So
I agree.
So I have to ask, are you clear on your own purpose? Do you know what you want or just what you don't want?
Oh, yeah.
How about past relationships? Have they shaped how your current dating behaviors go?
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Because I think I've learned over the years from dating, and so I kind of know what I want now. And when I was in the 20s, I didn't.
Right.
I mean, I was like a horn toad all over the place. I mean, look, I got 6 kids. But no, I mean, those are from relationships, and they're, so let me clarify that, right? So there's just relationships that didn't work out. But I think that when I choose my partner, I didn't really understand what I was choosing for.
Right.
You're not fun sexual compatibility is not long standing. Okay. You need you need a mental and emotional connection. I think over years, that's what I realized I'm looking for. I'm not looking for some flake out there on the market.
Right.
I'm looking for someone that's going to, bring something to the table. I'm not here to support nobody. I've already supported a shitload of kids. I'm done. I mean, I still got some that I got to support still, but I mean, I don't need to raise an adult child.
Right.
And I'm looking for somebody to bring something to the table. And when I say bring something to the table, it does not mean that our incomes need to be the same.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
all have different roles in a relationship to bring to the table.
Right.
I may cover the mortgage or the rent or whatever, and you cover the phone bill, the electric bill, or whatever.
Right.
I work full time. You're at home with the kids.
Mhm.
I mean, to raise the kids, so they're not in daycare their whole
Mhm.
lives.
Mhm.
There's different things that you can bring to the table. I've had one person that I dated or was talking to, and their version of bringing something to the table was bringing something to the bedroom, and I'm like, no, I want the table, not the
That's
bedroom.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. The bedroom
that's
only
just
lasts for so long when it comes to that. That's not gonna
literally.
carry you through a relationship. It helps, but it doesn't carry you through one.
So your guys' thought on this?
Go ahead, Shay.
Thought on the carrying somebody. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah. You're about your purpose. About do you know what you want in a relationship?
I want somebody that can handle me when I'm crazy, because it does happen every once in a while. I don't want to have to take care of somebody completely. I already have
Hmm.
a slew of kids I have to do that for.
Hmm.
I just need somebody that's like, somebody that's there, somebody that's relevant, somebody that actually cares. You know what I mean? Just a friend, and then just take it from there.
Mhm.
Megan?
I think the best relationships are the ones that start out as friends. 100%.
Foundation right there. You
The
have to have that
foundation.
foundation. Yeah.
I think that makes a world of difference. Um, but yeah, my past dating definitely has made me realize what I want and what I definitely what I don't fucking want. I know that.
For
Um,
sure.
Right?
um, but
Hey, at least you learned.
it's taught me so much. Like, you've got to be open and honest, even about the little stuff, even about the grimy stuff, the stuff that you think you're going to be judged for. You've got to be open and honest.
Yeah.
Not only with the other person, but yourself.
Hmm.
Um, you've got to recognize your worst traits and take the initiative to better those.
Right.
Um, you have to, for me anyway, I had to fall in love with myself again, and which is something I can wholeheartedly say in all my years, I never took the time to do that. Um, and looking back, it's like how could I ever expect someone to give me their all and to love me when I didn't even love myself. I didn't even like myself. And I carried that toxicity into my relationships.
You can't love somebody without loving yourself first.
Right, right,
Right? Because it goes back to kind of covering up your pain again. I
right.
mean, it's
Yeah,
not fair to your partner. We talked about that earlier in the show, but
yeah.
if you can't put yourself first,
Then
then
you can never put anybody else first. Like, it's just
exactly.
not gonna work. Um, I've learned you've got to show up no matter what. You have to show up, even if it's for a 5 minute ordeal or 5 minute, just let me run into their work and bring them a coffee. Let me call them. I know they've had a rough day. Let me just call them and,
It's the
and see
little
if they're
things
okay.
that make all the difference
Just
in the
little,
world.
you've got to show up. And I had to learn that because before that was a big issue of mine. Physically and mentally, I just wasn't showing up. I would find every excuse in the world not to follow through with plans, or I would ignore phone calls, and if they had a bad day, like, don't project that energy on me. And that's so fucked up. That is so fucked up. That is such a shitty mentality to have in the dating world. And it took me hitting rock bottom and going through what I went through to really realize, like, okay, this is where I fucked up. This is what I didn't bring to the table. This is what I could have done better. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. I don't think I would have ever learned it, honestly, and that's sad to say at 41. I don't think I would have ever learned it had I have not gone through the hell I went through with like Matt and Rodney, and I don't think I would have ever learned. But it definitely has made me realize a lot in the dating world today.
Yeah. No,
And
I agree with you.
what I need to do and what I, don't need to do.
Yeah.
It's taught me.
Yeah. Kids are a factor, though.
Kids are a factor.
Yeah. And so when you're dating with a purpose with kids, are you dating because you want to build a family, or you're like done? You're like, okay, I've had my kids. I'm not looking to date somebody that has kids.
Well, I could want kids all day long, but my human body is not fit for a baby. My baby maker is dead. And
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you bringing a partner in that has kids.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really shitty if being a mom to 3 boys, if I was out in the dating world and met someone and said, oh my God, you've got kids, I can't date. I'm 41 years old. What man my age doesn't have kids?
Right.
It just doesn't, not in Georgia. It just doesn't happen. But I can't imagine having that attitude and saying, you know what, you've got kids. I don't want kids. I don't want you to bring kids in. Bring all the fucking kids in. I don't care. I love kids. Like, bring them all in. You can have 12 and I'm going to love them like they're my own.
Right. I feel that.
See, it's like, I don't mind dating somebody that's got kids. And I think at my age, they need to be like teenagers. I'm not ready to get into a relationship with somebody that has a newborn. I've gone through that stage in life already. And, but, if they're older children, I think that, that's where I'm kind of more adaptable to, I mean, is that fair?
I mean, I think it's fair to say I don't think a 50-year-old is going to have a newborn. So I think you're safe.
I'm not going to have a newborn, but what if I'm dating somebody that just has a 3-year-old? And do I want to spend the next 20 years helping that person raise that 3-year-old? I mean, because, when you're in the 50s.
How young do you date for them to have a 3-year-old?
Well, I'm just using that as an example, Megan.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking, damn, do you ride like by the elementary schools with a lollipop out the window?
Oh my God. Megan.
I'm just asking. First thought. But no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. What's Shay?
Just asking for a friend.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't mind. I mean, if they've got a young kid, year and a half to like, I love all the kids. I'll love that baby just like it was my own.
Yep. Is there a certain age y'all don't go? Like, do you have a certain age that you won't date above a certain age or below a certain age?
I think for me, I think it's going to be in the 60s. I just, and I guess the 60s is the new 40s. I don't know. But I honestly, for me, I like younger, not too young. Okay. But,
easy there,
5-10 years younger than me is, perfectly fine. Right. I always believe that, older men, younger women have equal mentality. So you ladies could probably agree.
Men don't mature mentally. Like their frontal lobe does not develop nearly at the pace of a woman's. So I feel like I don't know where I was going with that, but
Yeah.
I was going somewhere.
But I honestly, I mean, I think my age range is, I you know, I do late 30s to probably close to my age, 55, 56 would be my range. I mean, Megan, you remember, I dated my
Mhm.
last girlfriend I had, she was 20 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Now, that only lasted 8
And she was
months.
a fucking train wreck, Roger. Let's be real.
Well, anyways, it was fun. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was an experience in my life. All right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't rule it out. I didn't expect it to last as long as it did. But I
Right.
know that our maturity level and our mentality level wasn't on the same wavelength. So, but I mean, we were friends and it developed into something more. And some people just didn't believe in faithfulness. So that's that. But I mean, look at Harrison Ford and um, Callista Flockhart.
Flockhart.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're like what, 50 years apart or something?
Something, which is, excuse me while I fucking throw up. Could you imagine, like,
No.
saggy balls? I just can't.
Oh
Or
my
a
gosh,
saggy
Megan.
vagina? What?
Oh
What?
my gosh.
I cannot.
He's like, not even when I'm saggy do I want saggy.
I'm all for like an age gap. I get it. I don't date anybody younger than me at all because, again, their frontal lobes are not developed. Even at 40 years old, they're just not developed. And, why do I keep doing this?
Why?
I don't know. I just lost my train of thought.
Has it come back yet?
I don't date
Okay.
guys younger than me. I think
Okay.
the oldest guy I've ever dated is Rodney. He was born in 78, so however old that is, I don't know.
Okay.
But I refuse to date anybody younger than me. It never happened. It will never happen.
That's why I think older or younger women and older men are more compatible with each other.
Yeah.
And so forth.
But the age gap, there's got to be a limit.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a limit. I mean, a 7-year-old man dating a 30-year-old girl, and it happens. I've seen.
Look at Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick, perfect example. What the fuck does he have in common with that girl?
Money.
At what point did they say, you know what, we're on the same pages in life, let's date? It makes no sense to me.
No.
Like, that can't be for real. That cannot be for real. What possibly could they have in common to be like, oh, we're going to have a successful relationship?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to bury him in 10 years.
And take all his money.
Of
and he probably doesn't care.
Of natural causes, because he's so fucking old.
Does he have kids?
He's probably got kids older than her.
The reason I was asking is he may not, if I didn't know if he didn't have anybody else in his life and he doesn't care about passing his legacy on to her.
No, I'm sure Belichick has some kids, and they've got to be older than her. She's like late 20s, early 30s, I think. I don't
Something
even
like
think she's
that.
30.
Yeah.
I think she's in her 20s.
Yeah. I don't know.
As a 20-year-old woman, I can't imagine, like, saggy balls. And being like, oh, that's so attractive.
It's
At
such a
20 years
turn
What
old.
are
on.
you attracted to? And she's like, his wallet.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yes, that's
Right.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, that's gotta be the only thing because I could never.
Oh my gosh.
Could
So
never.
let's talk about standards here. Are your standards realistic or rigid? So, I mean, are you guys hardcore with the standards in what you're looking for? Or are you kind of like, I'll let that one slide, he's got that fault or whatever. And, but it's all right. I mean, are you, where do you guys stand on that?
I've got fucking standards that I'm not willing to debate with, that I'm not willing to overlook. Like, I've got standards.
Right. And Shay?
I definitely have some standards. Some standards and some morals. There's just some things that, like, I get that it's give and take, but some things that you just can't.
Yeah, some things there's no compromise on. There's no
Right.
Nope.
Like I'll just settle with this person, whatever, just so I can be happy. Or, but or you're like, nope. I'm just gonna go the next 10 years until I find that one person. If I don't, then oh well. I mean, as we get older, I always say that as we get older, we all have baggage to carry. I mean, we've had kids, we've gone through life lessons. We're not 20 years old anymore trying to figure out our relationship goals. We're and not caring about what our relationship goals are at that point. Now it's just like, you have life behind you, and we're not perfect. And we're not going to be you're not going to find a perfect. I always say a perfect person is someone who can master imperfection, who can take their mistakes, learn by them, and master them, and become a better, stronger person because of it.
For sure.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think we all have that mentality at some point, like, oh, we're going to search for that one person that checks all the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And in reality, I feel like that's a crock of shit, because someone, and I can say this to be true, at some point there's going to be someone that crossed your paths when you're not looking, that sure you want to find flaws in, but they're the boxes that aren't checked are the ones that are checked are going to outweigh the ones that aren't checked.
Right.
And you're going to be okay with that.
Checks and balance system.
Checks and balances. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I'm a firm believer in that.
So when in a relationship should you talk about your intentions? How early on?
Early.
I think early.
Early.
So you're not wasting time.
Right.
Okay, then how soon is
somebody's intent might not be the same as yours, and you need to know that pretty fast.
How soon is too soon?
I'm thinking like a hop, skip, and jump from the get-go.
Yeah.
Without
what about
someone's time.
What about giving more detailed information about your life when you first meet somebody? Like, I'm sure the first day you're not going to be like, you're going to lay it all down.
I think that takes time, but I think you can make your intention known from the beginning and just say, look, I'm dating with purpose. I do want XYZ. If you're not on the same page, let's talk about it, or but it's got to happen from the get-go. You don't want to get in 2, 3, 4, 5 months down the road and then realize, oh, we're on totally different pages, and they're looking at this as just a good time. I'm looking at this
wasted your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's a conversation that needs to happen like from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, because if you find like younger couples, some people don't talk about, whether they want kids or not. And then they're together for a few years, and one person's like, I don't really want kids. And the other
Right.
person's like, oh, but I've been wanting kids this whole time.
Right.
And
And
Yeah.
I
that's the
thought you'd be
problem.
on board. I thought
Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah.
that's horrible. And you're
And
like
you can
3
have
years
like
into the
a 3 or
relationship,
4-year-old at that time, and that other
Right.
person doesn't even want a kid.
and you're
Right.
going, "What the fuck?"
Literally.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, is time wasted with the right mindset?
Say that again?
Is time wasted with the right mindset?
No. I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
What about staying too long hoping someone will change? I think we've all been through that, right?
Oh man, have I
That can
ever?
be a hard lesson in kind of a
For
way.
you or them, or
For
both.
both.
I think with my marriage though, my last marriage, my wife and I, we get along much better now that we're not married. But I think we were fear of letting go because, we have kids together and you know, we're so comfortable in our lifestyle that we're afraid of change. And I think a lot of relationships out there, um, deal with that scenario a lot,
Right.
and
Right.
they're like, okay, we're just gonna settle. I mean, we got kids together. We're not gonna tear a family apart, but we're gonna tear each other apart. Okay.
Right.
Right.
And you can't do that. And
Right.
and because the kids will feel it, right? So, but you know, you're hoping things will change. I'm hoping that the you guys the love will get back to where it once was before. What if you guys cheated, right? Somebody cheated in the relationship, and you're hoping that you can get that relationship back. And I mean, it's usually the person that got cheated on is going to fight to get that person to come back,
Yeah, of
because they
course.
want to feel worthwhile,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. You couldn't pay me a fucking $1 million to take back someone who cheated on me. Like,
Yeah.
if you had a second thought, take that second thought. Take that
Right.
second thought. Leave me be.
Yep.
Don't even waste my time. I learned my lesson in that. That will never happen again.
We find, I think, different relationships, different scenarios. I mean, we've learned through things growing up, and my relationship with A is different than my relationship with B. I'll take
Right.
what I learned from A and use it in B. Okay.
Right.
But don't ever compare
A
A
to
to
B.
B,
Right.
right?
Right.
Okay, and I think that's what people do, because they think about their old relationship and they want B to become A,
A.
right?
Right.
But a
Yeah.
new version of A, and you
Yeah.
can't do that. People are different.
Oh, yeah.
Relationships are different. Feelings are different.
Right.
So that's the thing. So when you leave one relationship, learn from it. Don't make the same mistake twice, and take that knowledge
Right.
and move it on
That's
to B, C, or
the
D.
key. Right. That's the key.
Mhm.
Yep.
So here's what I hope you take with you guys tonight. Dating with a purpose doesn't mean you rush. It means you stop drifting. It means you stop confusing attention with intention and chemistry with compatibility. Purpose doesn't make dating harder. It makes it clearer. Clear about what you want, clear about what you're available for, and clear about when it's time to walk away. And
Mhm.
let's be real, walking away isn't easy, especially when you've already invested time, emotions, and hope. But staying where there's no alignment costs you more than leaving ever will. So the right connection won't leave you guessing. It won't keep you in limbo. It won't make you feel like you're asking for too much just for wanting clarity. Dating with a purpose is about choosing peace over potential, alignment over attachment, and self respect over fear. So the next time that you sit across from someone or swipe right, ask yourself this: does this move me closer to the life I want, or just distract me from the loneliness I don't want to feel? Because
Right.
the moment you get clear on your purpose, everything else starts to fall into place.
Yep.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us this week. Great episode, great topics, great conversation. I hope this is something that, you know, a lot of us can take from,
Right. Right.
you know,
I hope
so
so.
Me
I
too.
hope so.
and you know, we're gonna have other topics that we're gonna bring, you know, to the table, and you know, we may touch back on some of the previous topics, but you know, always, you know, feel free to write to us. Let us know that, you know, you can message us on Facebook. Let us know about a topic you want to touch base on. If you have a letter you want to send to us, we'll read the viewer mailbag. But you know, overall, you know, we're just dysfunctional people, just like you, trying to figure it all out.
Very dysfunctional.
Yep.
Very.
I will
Very.
keep my over here pretty dysfunctional here in Oklahoma.
There you go. I'm dysfunctional
Definitely
here
is
in Vegas and Texas. I'm back and forth, so we're not going to go into that conversation.
I'm right outside of Atlanta. The worst. The armpit of the South.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys on our next episode. Thank you, Shay, for Megan, Roger the Wild Child.
See you next week.
Peace
See you
out.
next week.